Hey, what's up? It's the Nerf Herder. So, I'm coming off the weekend here, and we had the Motor City Comic Con this past weekend. So I was kind of excited about that, and I wanted to talk a little bit about it. Plus, I got a mystery box from the convention that I wanted to unbox on a video. So here it is. So first, let's kind of talk about the Motor City Comic Con and just all the things that I like and don't like about it, and we will go from there. So, if you don't know, if you're not from the area, the Motor City Comic Con is one of the larger Comic Cons in the Metro Detroit area. It's not actually in Detroit, it is near Detroit, and it has a huge draw every year, and they have some great guests and some wonderful panels and everything like that. Awesome costumes. I mean, they really do, land some really top-notch people to come to the Comic-Con. The admission, like any Comic-Con, is pretty steep to get in, plus there's parking fees and everything like that. But it's a great party. Everybody loves it. It's huge, great weekend. And yeah, so I decided that I would go on the last day. So I went on Sunday, and, they had some great guests. I wanted to see the Walking Dead panel, and I was hoping to catch Batman, the original Batman. Adam West was having a panel as well. So I figured that that alone is worth the entry price, and I just, be with my geeky people. So I headed on down and went to the Comic-Con. So, like last year, and I assume the years before that, it was very, very busy, like insanely busy. The lines to get in stretched around the building, and really the building is the whole problem. The Comic-Con has far outgrown the venue that they hold it in, and it really needs to go to a bigger facility and just a more efficient way to get in. I did all right this year with maybe I'd say maybe 20 minutes to a half hour tops in line. But last year when I went, I think I was in line for an hour just to get in the doors. And, that's a little rough, They bottleneck it so much that, you're literally getting in one person at a time by the time you reach the door. There's no massive entranceway. It's funneled down to a single file line, so it takes forever. That is a big gripe, and it's so crowded in there that it's hard to move, and the facilities just aren't equipped to handle that. It takes forever to get food, and just looking at the vendors alone is just it's a mad rush through the crowds, and you gotta fight your way in just to look at something. So going to a bigger venue would really, really, really help out this event. That just would definitely make it more enjoyable for everybody. My second, and I won't necessarily call it a gripe, but my second thing that I dislike about the Comic-Con is the lack of national vendors. They have all of the local, comic shops and everything like that are represented at the con. They all show up, and that's cool. I like supporting local, and, I buy from them whenever I can, but without any, big national brands there to, bring you in, there's no, Loot Crate doesn't go. Nerd Block is, 3 hours away in Canada. They don't even make the trek over, and, I can't blame them, but, so basically, the whole shopping area full of vendors is all really, just local comic book shops. So, yes, that is cool. You can get them all in one spot, but at the same time, I could just drive there and not pay the admission fee to get in and shop there. So, there's that. There are a lot of really awesome artists in the Artist Alley, and that there is worth taking a look at. I love that, and the crafters and stuff like that. But the other, to find a nice collectible or something like that, you're really just going through the local comic shop. So, kind of gripe, but not really. I mean, take it how it is. So, that's what I think about the vendor area. So, so the panel. So there was a Walking Dead panel, and Eugene, Sasha, and the priest were going to speak. And, that was like one of the main reasons that I wanted to go. I was like, it's worth the entry fee just to go, see them talk and, get some pictures and everything like that. So it started at noon. I went into the room about 15 minutes early where it was already like wall to wall packed, full of people. And I managed to squeeze in a seat between two guys. I was like this at the very last row, at the very back of the thing. And we waited for it to start. And we waited for an hour for it to start. And the panel itself was only an hour long. So at 12:45, 45 minutes after it was supposed to start, somebody finally comes in and says, due to unforeseen circumstances, the panel has been canceled. So basically, get out kind of thing. Which, they didn't offer any explanation. The people were there because they were out signing autographs. So nobody knew what was going on. We just wasted an hour of our time just boiling hot in this room, stuffed full of people, very uncomfortable. They flushed us out, and there was a huge line waiting to get in the room because Adam West was going to be there next. So, I mean, if we wanted to see Adam West, I don't think they allowed people to stay in the room. I think they flushed them all out. But there was just a huge line, like from here all the way to the other side of the building to go see Adam West. And I didn't stick around for that. I was kind of pissed off that they canceled, The Walking Dead. So I just kind of went back to the regular room. But I heard that Adam West only talked. That was late, and he only talked for like 20 minutes too, and then they shut that one down. So that's a big, major bummer. And I know things happen, but on the internet, the word was that AMC would not allow the Walking Dead cast to do a panel off season. Like, okay, I accept that, except that they knew that this was the off season. They scheduled it during the off season. They printed up, things. People made arrangements to have this panel on the off season, knowing full well that it was the off season. And, and 45 minutes after it's supposed to start, they finally decide that, it's no good. We can't do it. So I don't believe that. I don't really take that as the truth. I think that's just the excuse that we were given to appease everybody and whatnot. So I don't know what really happened, but it was a major disappointment. So not seeing any panels, I paid $40 to shop the local comic book shop. So, by the time I got back out, the place was so crowded. I mean, there were some wonderful costumes. It was really hard to get people's pictures because of the crowds and everything like that. You kind of had to, hold on, I'm going to take this guy's picture and get a picture. So I did get a couple pictures. With all the crowds and the disappointment of the Walking Dead panel, I thought, okay, you know what, I'm just going to go out there, I'm going to snap a couple pictures of the actors, and, I'll be satisfied with that. So I went out, and I went to get a picture of some of the actors, and they were like, oh, no pictures. I was like, are you freaking kidding me? I could have snapped, if they were in the panel, I could have had like 1,000 pictures of them, but since they're out on the floor, I couldn't take pictures. A little upset about that. But that's enough, griping about the Comic-Con. What else can I say? So, I did see a lot of people, and they were walking around with these huge boxes, And one booth was selling these mystery boxes. And you know me, I'm all about mystery boxes. So I went over to see what it was all about. So they had two sizes. So they had this, which was $35. And then they had a giant, like, TARDIS box, which was $65. And inside random ones, there was a mystery, like, special golden ticket or something that you won these big prizes up at the top. And since it was the last day, I saw there was a lot of prizes up at the top. I don't know if they were all tickets in the thing or if that was just like a representation to show you what you could win, and there was only one ticket left. Who knows what the deal was with it, but I got one anyways because I like saw a couple things that I really wanted to get, and I'm like, you know, why not? I can unbox it on my channel, check it out. Well, I didn't win. Them's the breaks. I mean, you know, what are the odds anyways? But I was suckered into it like everybody else. But not knowing anything that was inside, there was no like hints, there was no like what you could possibly get kind of thing. You know, it was a risk. But I did check it out since I looked in there for the ticket. It wasn't half bad. So I'm going to open it up and you can take a look inside and see what I got. Okay, so the big main item that I like the most out of all this is let's see if I can get this better here. Is I got a Game of Thrones Legacy collection. I got Jon Snow, and I do have a couple of these figures, and I do like them, even though they're not very popular. I still think they're awesome. They're highly detailed, and since I got a couple of them, I really just kind of want to get the whole collection. Might as well, right? So this is awesome. I didn't have Jon Snow, and he's obviously one of my favorite, among everybody else's favorite characters in the show. So that was a great one to have. And I actually have Tyrion, and I have Daenerys as well. So I have the 3 heads of the dragon, right? So that's cool. I love that. That was a great item right there. So next up, got this Doctor Who canvas bag, and I'm not a big Doctor Who fan, and the fact that it's, you know, kind of just a cheap canvas bag didn't really thrill me either, but I've been meaning to have like a Doctor Who giveaway to get rid of a lot of my Doctor Who stuff, so when I do that, I'm totally going to include the bag in there, excuse me, to hold all the stuff. So, you know, that works for a Doctor Who fan. I don't mind that I got it. It was just kind of like, you know, a canvas bag. So, there's that. Okay, next, I got this black light glowing. Well, it's not like a glow in the dark. It glows under black light. So, it's a little Domo figure. And I like Domo, so I mean, I'm not like a big, huge fan or anything like that, but I do have like 1 or 2 Domo figures around, so I didn't mind that. I like him. He looks cool. He'll go up on the shelf just like everything else. So that was another cool item that I got. I like that. Alright, and next is this Black Death Schnapps metal sign, and it's from Sin City, which, believe it or not, I haven't seen, so I don't know what this is really about, and I really need to check out Sin City. When I told one of my friends that I didn't know what it was about, and they're like, "What? Are you crazy?" So I gotta check out Sin City, and you know, and whatever. So yeah, so I got this metal sign for Schnapps. Okay, so there was just a couple more items in there. So this was another Doctor Who item, and it's a TARDIS like warp kind of thingy, and I think it's like a purse or like a wallet kind of thing. It's like it's a wallet, but it's like a hardcover wallet, so it's got like a pouch. It's got a spot for your license and your credit cards and stuff like that. Does it have it doesn't really say what the name, what you call this. I mean, I call it a purse. You know, like a you know, something for a girl to put in her purse. I don't know. It's still Doctor Who, which I'm not a big fan. It's going to go, like I said, when I have my Doctor Who giveaway, it's going to totally go in that as well. And then there was just one more item, which was also Doctor Who. And of all things is a Doctor Who lanyard. And you know me and lanyards. Not too thrilled about it. But it says bow ties are cool. And I know, like, all the Doctor Who fans will go nuts over that as well. So that also, when I have this, I don't know when I'm going to have the contest or the giveaway yet. But this will all go in that. But that was all that was in the box. I thought it was worth $35 for sure, and especially for the chance to win like one of the bigger prizes. So I was pleasantly surprised, especially going in not knowing like anything that was going to be in the box at all. So that was cool. Money well spent, I guess, because I got a video out of it. And there's that. Alright, so thank you for listening to my part rant, part description of my Comic-Con experience, part unboxing video. If you like the video, go ahead and hit that like button. If you've ever been to the Motor City Comic-Con, or like any Comic-Con for that matter, where you've had like a similar type of experience that I've had, I mean, go ahead and tell me a story down below. I don't mind. I like hearing from people. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, please do that as well. And that's all for today. If you like subscription boxes, visit my website, www.thenerdfurterblog.com. And I will see you next time. Goodbye.